Guys, I finally finished Insomnia, and I'm here to talk about it. I did a buddy read with my friend Amber. I'm going to be putting her right here. And you guys better follow her. If you don't follow her, I'm going to send little tiny elves to your house and steal all your books off your bookshelf. So if I were you, I would follow her. Insomnia by Stephen King is a horror. It is about a man named Ralph who just lost his wife and is dealing with insomnia. And his insomnia gets worse and worse every day and every morning. It gets shorter. And he's trying everything. He even tries some people's little home remedies to help him sleep better at night, but it doesn't do anything. And he finds out there's more to his insomnia than anybody really knows about. I love this book. It is very slow at the beginning, but it does pick up pretty quickly later on. I love Ralph. He's such a sweet old man, and he's so funny too. Everything he says is so funny. And I just love how he is so selfless, and he puts other people before him, and he is dealing with his own mental health. He is dealing with his own grief and his his insomnia, and yet he still puts other people's before him, which I think is like the most sweetest thing that anybody could do. And I love him for that. I love him and Lois's relationship. I love how he got to have a second chance with love, and I just love those two so much. They're like already like an old married couple because they're both in their like 60s and 70s, and they're just Lois makes me think of one of those older ladies that make you think they would give you like the warmest hugs, or like they're like those ladies that carry those old people candies in their bags and they would give it to you. That's what she makes me think of. And she's just such a sweet person, and she loves Ralph. And yeah, their connection is just great. And I like the fact that it focuses on mental health. Like I said, with insomnia, usually insomnia can cause a lot of mental health along the way, and how it's like involved with grief, and how grief can like cause a lot of hurt inside and nobody really knows. And I like how Ralph finds a way to come out of that throughout the book. Um, yeah, I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to give it away, but I absolutely loved it. I gave it 4.75 stars just because I did find the beginning of the book a little bit slow, but that is okay because, like I said, it did pick up later on in the book. I love the creepiness vibes. I liked how it throw everything at you, and the twists and turns. Like, you don't even know. Well, I didn't know. Amber knew some of the stuff. She knew. But, like, I love going into a book and I can't predict it because it makes it more fascinating and more interesting. Yes. I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite reads of the year. And now, because apparently it is involved with the book It, and I have not read It. I've seen the movies, but I have not read the book It. And now I think I'm gonna have to read it because there's a lot of connections here. Not even not just with It. There's also like Dark Towers references in here that I need to like start reading and I probably should have read it before this, but I didn't realize it was going to be involving it and stuff like that in that world. I just saw it on the shelf because it was like one of the only books that kind of pulled me in when I was buying it, and I grabbed it without even thinking it. But I'm excited to dive into more of Stephen King's writing. I might take a bit of a break because I love his writing, but yeah, this took me like a week and a bit. Now I don't count uh Saturday and Sunday last weekend because I had a bit of a migraine around that time, so I don't count those. So yeah. Anyway, I think everybody should give this a read if you haven't. I loved it, and thank you for doing the buddy read with me, Amber. I enjoyed it. I loved our little conversations on our chat there and everything. Even though you got ahead of me somehow, I don't know how you do it, girl, but I'm impressed. But yeah, she messaged me like, "How far are you?" Yeah, not that far, but I would message her all the time with like screenshots and stuff, be like, "This is great" or "This is sad," and there's just a lot of emotions in this book too. Now there are some warnings and stuff like that as well, so just read those before going into it. But other than that, great book, and I think you should pick it up. So yeah, that's Insomnia by Stephen King. Thank you for sitting down, listening, and watching, and see you in the next book review. Bye.